What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And playing in this game that they call the Hollywood business, it's a revolving circle of talent and actresses that sit at the wayside and never really get the break or the shot or the role where they get to, flourish their talents. When they were making Power, the female lead is definitely the second most important role in the film, because if the chemistry don't work between Ghost and his wife, then the show is not going to work. You're going to have a character that's not strong enough to pull off the emotional stress that's going to be needed from the script. Because from the initial script, you see Ghost is smitten with his high school sweetheart. And it's almost like she's being torn apart because she feels like she's losing her husband and the father of her kids, and he's becoming further and further distant as the show goes on, and she's left doing everything, and she's left to ponder what's going on, and emotionally she's trying to keep everything together at home, but when she's alone, she's about to break down and cry. So there's a lot of emotional distress with the character that is now known as Tasha. When they first wrote this script, it had Mary J on it. I'm glad they changed these names too. It was ridiculous. But Mary J was the original name of the character, and it was Mary J is this. She's very sophisticated. She's a former singer. She did singing when she was in high school. She always wanted to be a singer and inspired to have a career being a singer, but it didn't pan out, which fits more towards Naturi Naughton as her true life story of her being a former member of the group 3LW. So, with that being said, you have a lot of people that they want to audition for this part. For her, it was like a 4.5-month audition to get the role. Amari already was casted, but now they got to see if she's the one, because when she auditioned and for the part, they said, well, she was good, but she's too young. She looks too young. I don't think if I put her up there with Amari that it's gonna bland out, because I think she's too young for the role. So once that start happening, then you're looking at a situation where, okay, we might have a problem here, or we might look to go elsewhere. So they told her, they said, well, we'll call you back and give you a whole new rewrite, or once over. You know how they do. So you go, oh, okay. Because Amari is 10 years older than she is in real life, which is nothing in today's time and world. Yes, he's like, 42 or something like that. But he could easily pass for his 30s. Ghost can pass for a 30-year-old man. So for her, she could be in her 20s. It's not going to make a difference as long as the acting works. And as they audition other people, they said, yeah, because another actress, what's her name, Sanquay Martin Green, she auditioned for the part, and they wanted Anika Rose, the one that's playing Jukebox, to play Tasha. That's who they had in mind. That's what Courtney had in mind when she did this show. Then Sanquay Martin Green read for the part. Megan Good was, it wasn't entertaining enough to her. When someone brought her name up, her name was brought up. Sanaa Lathan, they said is too old for the part. So it ended up falling in the hands of, let's call her back. and let's see how they do with like a chemistry type audition between her and Amari. And once they got into character and did their, they was like, oh, this girl can act. Like, she really could do it. She can pull it off. And, whenever they have a entertainer come actors, there's certain levels that they can't hit. Notori could hit them emotionally and everything. So when she got her big break to play Little Kim, it opened a lot of doors for her to get more work because she had to show a vulnerability there as well as being a strong woman. So thing is, she went 5 years, I think, not getting any work after Epic Records blackballed her in the industry. Because they accused her and they made her like the villain of breaking up the group. And once they ran it by Epic Records, it was okay, it must be the black woman. So she couldn't get any work in LA. So she came back to New York to look for work and found it in acting. So as this character breaks down, she gave her all in her performance to play this role because she read the script and like, oh, I got this. I got this character. And for Amari to leave that show, being Mary Jane and coming over to do this show, it was quite a big step for him because they let him out of his contract so that he could do this show. Because 50 fought for him to be the lead for Ghost. And those two chemistry together, Tasha and Ghost, because she's strong enough to put him back in check whenever he needs to be put in check. He can't pull that Ghost stuff with her. Everybody else he can, but she ain't scared of Ghost. She tells him exactly what needs to be said, and she'll stand up to him and check him when she got to, and then she go about her business with her kids and everything else, and it's amazing. It was really, truly amazing. And a lot of people don't know that Denzel Washington did a lot for Amari Hardwick in his business. He was running broke, wasn't going to make it, he didn't think, and, Denzel paid off his car and was like, look, I'm going to pay your car off, there you go. Gave him some money when he was broke and homeless, trying to make it. And to see him here at this point now, see a lot of these characters, this was a long shot. Nobody thought Power was going to do well. They thought it would be 1, maybe 2 seasons, and then they were going to say goodbye to Power. I knew this was going to be the biggest thing on the network. From the title, Power, I said, 50 Cent's got a show called Power about the drug world. This thing gonna be the next Wire. Like I keep saying over and over again, knew it was gonna be this big. I knew it was gonna be as big as The Wire was. But now it has surpassed even The Wire as far as, like, a lot of people tell you The Wire is the better show. They're gonna be, man, it ain't nothing like The Wire. The Wire was basically one side. They showed you the drug world. That was it. You didn't see the parallels between the two. Ghost got enough money where him and Tommy, they don't have to sell drugs ever again. They got millions. Tommy got millions in the bank. Legit. Ghost got millions. Legit. They got big money. Then they sold the wash and folds, all the wash and fold shops. They had enough money. They're good. They got legitimate bank accounts. They're good. So the parallels is you got one person that's pulling you back to the streets. They don't want to leave that. They love that action. They don't want to live a normal life. That's not them. That's never going to be Tommy. Tommy's never going to be the guy that wants to pay the bills, have a wife, some kids, a dog, and you see his apartment? Tommy's apartment is a cry for help. That's like a 19-year-old, 20-year-old apartment. The black leather sofa, a TV that's probably sitting on a crate, and no furniture, no real pictures on the walls, none of that stuff. It's just someplace he can rest his head. There's a mattress on the floor. That's it. That's how Tommy lives. He lives like that's it for him. And Tasha is the backbone, and you could tell their chemistry. You actually believe they knew each other from a long time ago. That's great acting. Tasha character can relate and have chemistry with every single actor on the screen. And it's believable. So I love Notori's performance, and they don't overuse her, and sometimes I think they underuse her. I think she needs to be in more scenes. That's just my opinion. Like this week, she was barely in any scenes whatsoever. But I like that because they kind of build the story. And some people, you won't see them for 2 episodes, or maybe this episode they're not in it. They're only in it when it's important for them to be there. So they're not in your face every day just to be forcibly put up on you. But Anika almost got the role because Courtney worked with her on The Good Wife. They had a very good relationship, friendship from writing on the show. And Anika's good, jukebox. But I think they made the right choice with Notori. Y'all, let me know what you think. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget, there's a playlist for Power now. You can go and subscribe to the playlist. Should be in the description box of this video. And I will do. Y'all love them, so I'll keep doing them and putting out more episodes. I'll do break down the episodes if you want me to. It's your boy Carcino again. I'm out. Follow all the playlists while you're at it.